In recent years, advances in technology have made the tools of modern cinema increasingly accessible to independent and amateur filmmakers alike. However, creating realistic CG characters has remained exclusive to big budget projects. Enter Wonder Dynamics, a platform that aims to change this landscape by allowing creators to easily integrate professionally captured CG characters into their scenes with just a few clicks. Despite sounding like an ambitious promise, the web-based editor, Wonder Studio, is a powerful and versatile tool designed to enhance and empower artists, but not replace them. Developed by co-founders Nikola Todorovic and Ty Sheridan, Wonder Studio aims to simplify the process of incorporating CG characters into filmmaking projects. Todorovic and Sheridan, who have worked with each other for years, often found themselves writing films they couldn't afford to make due to the high costs and complexities of CG-assisted production. After raising $2.5 million in seed funding and an additional $10 million in 2021, they founded Wonder Dynamics to create a tool that would address these challenges and empower artists with limited resources. Despite the increased accessibility of 3D modeling, editing, compositing, and coloring software, integrating a CG character into a scene remains a complex and expensive process. Todorovic and Sheridan spent 3 years developing Wonder Studio to simplify this process and make it accessible to creators of all skill levels. Wonder Studio streamlines the process of adding CG characters to a scene by automating 80 to 90% of the objective VFX work, leaving the artist to focus on more creative, subjective aspects of their projects. It eliminates the need for motion capture studios, on-set gear, and other expensive equipment by generating animation, motion data, clean plates, masks, 3D environments, and more, all matched to be of the qualities of the shot or scene. The platform comes with a variety of pre-made character models that users can experiment with or start using as their own point for their creations. Artists can also bring their own models and import them into the platform just as they would in Blender, Unreal Engine, or other 3D modeling software. Wonder Studios is designed to make an artist's job easier without replacing them outright. The platform provides a way for creators to achieve high-quality VFX work without spending a fortune, opening up new possibilities for independent filmmakers and expanding the range of genres available to low-budget productions. In addition to CG characters, the platform plans to introduce more features such as CG environments and camera motion capture, making it easier for users to direct films and tell their stories using AI. With the debut of Wonder Studio, the future of digital art and AI looks brighter than ever. The platform is already being used by the acclaimed Russo brothers for an upcoming Netflix movie featuring Millie Bobby Brown and Chris Pratt, showcasing the potential of this groundbreaking technology. As AI continues to evolve and integrate with the world of digital art, platforms like Wonder Studio will enable more artists to bring their vision to life, democratizing filmmaking and ensuring that voices are more heard in the industry. So guys, I've been given access to the open beta for Wonder Dynamics Wonder Studio, and I've got to say, overall, I'm thoroughly impressed. I have got some bad news though. In the event that you don't know how to use existing 3D modeling software and you don't know how to use, say, Adobe After Effects or other editing software, you're not going to be able to get the full use out of this. You cannot do everything on the platform. Sometimes it breaks down. It's just not good enough. So let's run some of the through some of the good things, the bad things, and let's see what we can do. First of all, let's look at facial motion capture and hand gestures. This was the first thing that I tried when I first got hold of it. I'd like you to look at this little bit of footage, see what you think. Hello everyone, my name's Gary, and today I have some amazing news. I've been accepted into the Wonder Studio Visual Effects Suite online programming tool, and this is my first video that I've made where I have converted myself into an alien. Now, I'm sorry about the quality of that video, but it was the first one that I made, and I wasn't sure about the settings at the time. As you can see from the videos that I showed you in the intro, things are capable of being a lot better. If you give it a high quality video at the beginning, it will let you put a good video out at the end. So if you render in 4K, marvellous. However, for the purposes of the open beta, you are limited to a 500 megabyte file size. So I've had to do some compression with some of the videos that I got that were 4K just to make sure that I could process a reasonable amount of them. I'm also limited to only 7 minutes per month of use, which is a little bit annoying, but hey, you know, this is free at the moment. So when you first log into Wonder Studios, this is the first page that you'll be presented with. Up the top here, you have some pre-made templates that you can work with. they're great, and I'm sure that they will always work well, so you're not going to have any problems with them. Here are your featured characters that you can use. Obviously, you can upload your own ones. And here you have your recent projects that you've done. So let's quickly show you how to create a project. You just go to create a new project up here and continue. And let's find a file to load in, and I'll just drop a file here. This is a video of a woman running on the beach. I think you saw it earlier, and then you take it down to here. Give it a few seconds and it should appear in here, as it has just done. So the next step is to follow this workflow process through here. So edit is the first stage, and then you have to identify the actor. So scan the frame for actors. This shouldn't take too long, maybe 20-30 seconds, and it's just going to try and identify all the people in this video. This one's only got one person in, but sometimes you can have more than one, and it will give them each a label: actor 1, actor 2, actor 3. The previous stage, edit, is for changing the size of the video and various other little things that you can do. So this should be finished now. Yep, it is, and you can just drag over a character onto the person and drop it on. And then when you click on next, which is the final phase, render, it's going to present you with some options. The more of these options that you tick, the longer the rendering is going to take. Now, I've had renders take 30 minutes, I've had renders take 5 hours, so it's going to take longer if you go with 4K. It's going to take longer if you ask for the AI motion cap and the clean plate and the alpha masks and the blender scene. Soon coming with camera track and camera pass, and then you can start processing. I won't start processing because I've already done this one, so I'll just show you what it comes up as. And here is the, oh no, that's the actual project from last time. That's under my projects, and here it is. So as you can see, the video loads in here. It's a little bit jerky in the browser because it's still loading in. And I didn't select any options, so all you can see is this really. Down here you can export the video, but let's say that you did select some of them additional options, and that would, which one did I do on? This one. Down here I've got the AI motion cap, the clean plate, the alpha masks, and the blender scene. So the blender scene is the 3D model of this guy, and the animation. The AI motion cap is just the motion capture data, so in the event that you wanted to apply a new body or mask over the top of it. The clean plate is this video without the character in it, so the background has been replaced, and the alpha mask is essentially just a mask that shows you the outline of the detail to be changed. Let's have a little look into Blender, and I can show you a couple of bits in there. So this is the Blender scene as it loads in, and if you lift this up a little bit, you'll be able to see that as time goes along, you can obviously get the motion data there. Note that the camera currently doesn't ever move, but the person does. So you might realise that the person is wobbling about. This is really what the motion of the camera would be doing. It appears that all of the information is currently applied to the character. Interesting. So that's going to have to change in the future. And you can render this scene with a transparent alpha background if you want. And this enables you to replace the background, and you can actually move the camera around if you want, although you're going to have a new background with that. Let me just show you some video that I've done a little bit of work on so you can get the point. So now let's take a look at some of the things that it doesn't do well, some of the things that are going to require some little extra input from you. Basically, when one character goes behind another character, interacts with another character, or picks up an object, or is holding something, or touches something in the scene, it's not going to work great. The character is always going to appear at the front of everything, so can't walk behind a tree, for example. You're going to have to rotoscope that in later using After Effects. So the ideas that I tried were couple dancing and pole dancing, and I'll just add them in at the end here, and you can see how they look unedited, uncut, and see where it messes up. Sometimes the body parts overlap each other, sometimes it completely loses the tracking, and whilst it's generally good, these are things that are going to have to be manually rectified in Blender or manually rectified in After Effects afterwards, post-production. So my final feelings on this are that this is an amazing tool that's going to speed up a lot of people's lives and make a lot of work a lot easier. However, it's not going to be perfect, and it's not going to be able to be used effectively by people that don't already have VFX and video editing skills. So whilst that may be around the corner, maybe a year or two away, you're only going to get away with basic footage where the person is always in the front of the shot and nothing ever overlaps them. I'll leave you with the unedited footage, and you can have a look for yourself. Enjoy. Guys, that's all we've got time for today. I hope you enjoyed this review, and if you can, get on the beta and test out Wonder Studio by Wonder Dynamics. It really is worth it. If you like what you've seen here, give this video a like and a subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you think. Much appreciated.